Welcome back, thank you for joining me, and today we have a problem. My 09 XC70 with 111,000 kilometers, or what is it, approximately 60,000 miles, the tailgate handle. So here's the part number we're gonna replace, made in the Czech Republic. Approximately close to 200 Canadian dollars, not cheap, but what you can do. So the problem is the physical handle. It started to get stuck and it doesn't return properly. My thoughts are that the metal rod has rusted away. You can see the signs of rust on the right side. I did try to spray it before, but it just didn't help and it just got worse and worse. So 13 winters, harsh Canadian winters, this is the result. Maybe there is a spring inside that also the problem, but we'll see. Maybe I'll take it apart later and figure it out. So let's unpack the part. I ordered it here from my dealer in Winnipeg, made in the Czech Republic. Brand new. What's nice is that it comes with the license plate lights. Unfortunately, halogen bulbs in there. I will swap those out with LEDs. As you can see, brand new metal rod, works perfect, nice feel to it. I will include in the description below other possible issues with the micro switch here. The wires can get corroded and just fall apart from the micro switch. There is also potential issue with the wiring to the license plate light itself. If water gets in and salt, it can corrode the connector. Those 4 pins can fall apart. And just in general, the seal around can fail. So I will list those links in the description below with actual problems that happen to other Volvo owners with this tailgate handle. So we're gonna install it. Let's begin the disassembly. It's pretty easy. We're gonna unscrew both Torx 25 on both sides. There is 2 more screws from the inside handle. Unscrew those 2. Next is the decorative cover for the lock. This is the securing plastic pin that we need to take out, and the cover will slide off the lock. This is what it looks like. Next is the tailgate button, the physical one, and here you can see Evgeny's tailgate module, which works awesome, and it's still available for purchase. So don't hesitate, all the information is in the description below. And for anyone interested, here is the part number. You can pause the video. Next, carefully you wanna unclip the inside cover. Just use the bone tool. It's actually Volvo made. You wanna carefully unclip it from the tailgate itself. The upper plastic piece you don't need to detach from the tailgate, just detach from the sides. There is metal clips that hold it in position. I will show you in a moment. So here are the 2 sides. This is where the the metal clip is located. and it corresponds to the hole over here. Now, I've taken this panel before, and what can happen if you've never taken it off? The plastic pieces here can detach from the panel. Now, I know it's gonna be a problem, but you can just glue it back in position, which I did years ago, and as you can see, it's still holding up perfect, and make sure that none of the clips are broken. Next, we have to take off the license plate and the bracket from the tailgate, because it will be in a way of removing the handle itself. The bracket, as you can see, in perfect condition because I replaced it recently, and I even protected it with some coating. Otherwise it's gonna be super rusty. Next, you can undo the cable. There is this securement plastic yellow clip that you carefully detach from its position, and then you can lift the cable up and detach the metal cable from its location, pretty much like a bicycle brakes. There is 4 nuts, 10mm socket that hold the whole panel in position. Undo the 2 in the middle. And on the sides there is 1 on the left and 1 on the right. I'm using a 1/4-inch ratchet and a long socket here, and be careful not to drop the nuts. And they're very easy to remove with fingers. I'm probably gonna be using some Loctite when I'm gonna put it together, because it's really loose. Disconnect the connector and you're ready to take the part out now. Very interesting to see the condition of this part, because I've seen on some of the forums that people have different problems. Water gets in there, salt, dust, which can make other problems. I will link in the description below all the possible issues that can occur. I'm gonna clean the mating surface here, and thanks God it's not metal, it's fiberglass, so there is no rust at all on the tailgate. Let's compare the old part with the new. Still the same part number, but it doesn't say it's made in Czech Republic. And looks like there is some dust. I don't see any water or salt damage to the wiring. The other potential issues, as I told you before, owners experience is fallen wires of the micro switch, water getting in, so a failure of the surrounding seal. And we can see here also that the rod is rusted away, and we can definitely tell the difference from the new part. I don't know if this is repairable. I will try later. I'm not gonna be doing it on this video, but definitely I'm gonna try and repair the old handle. Here are some numbers on the micro switch. If you need it, they match on both parts, old and new. That's a potential issue, and also the connectors themselves. Here you can see the rusted rod compared to the new one. And this connector, some owners, it's completely destroyed by salt and corrosion. As you can see, mine is in perfect condition, so make sure to check out those links. I will be swapping out to LEDs, as the new one comes with regular halogen bulbs. These LEDs are working already for years in the car with no issues. I recommend switching to LEDs. consumes less power, nice bright white light, and no heating. To prolong the life, I decided to silicone all the wires with a clear silicone, including the connectors themselves. In my opinion, it should make it more weatherproof. Comment below if you think I did the correct decision or this is wrong, but I don't think it's gonna make it any worse. So this was my decision to give this extra protection. I've seen some owners that also silicone on the perimeter to prevent water and dust getting through. I don't want to do it because I want to preserve a nice look when it's installed on the tailgate. Some dielectric grease here on the connector. In my opinion, it will also prevent moisture getting through, and it should prolong the life of the pins and weatherproof this connector. Rust check. I'm gonna spray the rod, and actually from now on I will be occasionally spraying this product in here just to prolong the life of the rod, because it's still metal and I don't think that they've changed the design, so it definitely will corrode with time. So definitely take a look at yours and spray it to prevent the problem from occurring. Installation is straightforward in reverse. I did decide to use Loctite on the nuts because they're so easy to remove, just in case they come loose. I don't think it's gonna hurt. Up to you if you wanna use Loctite on those nuts.
Они еще и ходят.
Make sure you're careful and hand tighten all 4 of them. Time to reconnect the cable, and here I'm gonna give you a tip. You have to be careful, because what happened when I was installing the cable, I broke one of the plastic clips that holds in position the metal cable. So this part here that I'm pointing at broke away. So now what's gonna happen, there is a chance that the cable will slide out. So I've decided to use a zip tie to secure it in position. This was the only solution, and I think it's gonna work just fine. So be careful when you're reinstalling the cable, so you don't break like I did. And here is the result and a little test. It works as it should, and I don't think I'm gonna have any issues whatsoever. Reinstalling the panel, reattaching on both sides the metal clips, realigning the holes for the screws, and the plastic part, make sure to align with the tailgate. There is 2 yellow clips that needs to slide into position, and then carefully the carpeted part you wanna push and against the tailgate, and you're gonna hear clicks. Another tip, don't forget about the wiring to the button, so you don't have to remove the panel again to fish out the wires for the button itself. And I actually did not forget about it, so the wires were already threaded through the hole here. Reconnected the connector, the button back into position, and the 4 screws 2 for the handle, 2 for the sides. Reinstalling the decorative cover and the plastic clip. License plate bracket back into its place. This completes the repair and the installation. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it will benefit someone with this problem. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and let's test it, and I'll see you next time.